I remember it like it was yesterday. They just show up knocking. Mr. Tarman, it's time to go. Then they just walk you out of your own home, holding on to you like you're some kind of animal.
I wasn't always like this, you know. I was normal as a kid. When I was 15, my friends and I would walk the tracks to the mall. Yeah, one night I was going to meet them at the bowling alley, and it was raining, and I remember the bridge got really slippery, so I'm walking along, slip! Arse over kettle, I land arse first right in the sludge. It wasn't as clean as it is now. It was a goulash of filth and toxicity. It wasn't too bad till I started sinking. You know in movies when they have somebody sinking in the quicksand? It was like that, only the quicksand was tar pond sludge and I was in very deep. No one else around, no one knew where I was, but I spent the whole day there, the whole night, and the next day, most of Sunday. But I was lucky. My friend Daryl, he used to collect baseball cards. Sometimes he'd buy them at the flea market, so he came along, saw me, and he pulled me out. I gotta tell you, man, I got that tar pond sludge into places that you don't want to put tar pond sludge in. It hurts. Anyway, a couple of days later, I got really sick. I was throwing up all the time. Clumps of my hair were coming out. My parents rushed me to the hospital, and I was there for a month just to recover. At first, my skin started to change. It started to peel and discolor. And then overnight it turned to this color. I had a whole layer of my skin fall off, replaced with this. The doctors didn't know what it was. They thought it was some new advanced form of leprosy. They ran every test you could imagine. I was poked and probed in ways that I don't want to remember. Still didn't know the cause, but they said a month later, you're stable, you're recovered, except for the obvious. So I went home. Now I've been like this ever since. I gotta get out of this place. I can't even handle this at all.
Oh yeah, I remember that day. That was a really good day because I found like a 1979 OPG Wayne Gretzky rookie card. In mint condition too, right? Like the colors weren't even bleeding on it or nothing, and just a little bit of foxing around the edges. Yeah, you know, slip that in a bit of plastic there, and you know, I'm holding on to it because that's going to be my retirement, because that's going to be worth a lot, right? Wayne Gretzky rookie card, it's going to be worth quite a lot of money. What were you talking about again? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he was stuck right up to his neck, right up to here, and it's just his face and his little hands, like that, right? So yeah, I pulled him out, and then. Yeah, he was in a pissy mood all night. He didn't even want to see my cards.
A recent failed crowdfunding campaign has the internet up in arms. Disfigured man named Jerome Tarman wanted to buy a piece of Cape Breton Regional Municipality's infamous tar ponds and was going to raise $10,000 in order to do so. Sadly, his campaign only reached less than 5% of his goal, totaling $84.
Screw that guy. He owes me $28 for a bike I built him.
I used to know his father, huh? We bowled together. He was a pretty good bowler.
So we're talking about that guy with the messed up. Yeah, I met him a couple of times, but, you know, he was a little weird, but, you know, nice enough fella, I guess.
Are you asking me about the Tarpon monster? You want to know what I think about that guy? F him. It took 50 years for the government to clean up that shit, and now he wants to save some of it? Well, no. Send him out west to the tar sands. I don't want to look at his ugly face anymore.
Yeah, I knew his father. Great man his father was. He worked at the steel plant with my brother. This was years ago. One day they had a fire at the plant. 5 men trapped inside the building. He ran right in there without any regard for his own safety, dragged them 5 men out. My brother was one of them. Yeah, he was a hero in our eyes. You know, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I don't think the apple even fell off of the tree. His father was such a great man, such a hero. I don't know how he turned out to be such an
I remember his father well. We used to work at the steel plant together. One night we had a bad fire in the boiler. We were trapped, 5 of us in the room. He drove a truck to the side of the building and saved us. God rest his soul.
My father used to say, one man's junk is another man's garbage. Well, he was wrong. If you find the right stuff and you work on it and you fix it, sometimes people will pay you to get back what they threw out in the first place. And I mean, we need money to live. I'm not going to be a greeter at some store. I got to make a living. And it's funny, if you just take the time. You know, I think patience is a lost virtue. I got to be patient. Now that'll run.
You could say I know him. I know him really well. We were lovers. Doesn't matter what he looks like to me. It's what's below the belt that matters. You know, the tarpons didn't only affect his face. He grew a second penis. Get the chills just thinking about it.
Dear citizens of Cape Breton, we are anonymous. And we are always watching. Now we have our all-seeing eye focused on Jerome Tarman. We know he is currently trying to purchase a piece of the tar pond. We will not allow this. This is our home. We waited long enough for the toxic sludge to be cleaned up. Now we will wait no more. We are issuing a warning to Jerome Tarman. You better cease your actions of trying to buy the tar pond, or else we will be forced to take drastic measures. We are anonymous and we are always watching.
I don't have much time left. I'm almost out of tar pond. See, when I did the crowdfunding campaign a couple of years ago, I only raised $84. And I used that money to buy 2 barrels. See, I had to buy the barrels, but they gave me the tar pond water for free.
Capitalism.
Capitalism. But I wanted us to be here for this street, because there's something really special about this block. Just this block. Every summer, snails come out at night, and it's like, I don't know, it's like they're home, you know? And every summer night you can come out here and see snails everywhere. No. It's too early in the day and too early in the year. Gotta get them in the summer nights. And there's something about the snails, you know? I check back every summer. You know, something about the snails. They remind me of where I came from and also where I'm gonna end up. When you do the documentary, you please put the snails in the documentary?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Okay, great.
If you want only one tool, if you need just one tool to do stuff, this is the one I use, the vice grips. You can see they're worn in. These are like a lobster. I'm just... Oh, this needs to be tightened again. This is for hoses. There's a bearing in here that I can't quite get to work. Room to sleep. Got some stuff here, down there. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna crash out.
Yeah, no problem. This is the kind of stuff I need anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh. Good night.
Good night.
One thing though, would you... Did you turn off the friggin' light though, buddy? If you don't mind, buddy.
Okay, no problem.
It's a little bright.
Local Cape Breton man Jerome Tarman was found dead in his apartment Tuesday morning. Tarman is best known for his 2013 protest to save the tar ponds. It is not yet known if there will be a funeral service.
I didn't actually know the guy. I mean, I might have seen him once or twice, but I didn't actually know him. You know, it's kind of sad that he died. I feel bad, but I didn't actually know him.
Like clockwork, every week, if you buy for a half an ounce. Sometimes I break them off a deal, but I just hope they can find out what happened to him. Like, the guy even bought me a Christmas present before.
Yeah, so I met him down the north end when he fixed my lawnmower, and he was a little funny looking, I guess, but he was a nice enough guy. And you know what? That was 5 years ago when he fixed it, and still works today.
You're talking about the tarpon monster? My mother told me when I was younger if I was bad, the tarpon monster would take me and boil me in tar and then eat me. She told me I had a brother before I was born that he took. I don't know how I'm going to keep this little guy in line.